I live in my 2006 Honda Accord, and this is what it's like to wake up in a 24-hour Planet Fitness parking lot. I start by getting dressed, and then the longest part of my morning routine is always taking down all of my window coverings, but they are essential for sleeping in my car, so I do it anyways. Then I climb over into the driver's seat and take down my window coverings there. I actually already went into this Planet Fitness last night to take a shower, for all of you who say that I don't shower.
24-hour Planet Fitness, that's good to have if you're homeless. Showers, at least.
So this morning I can go ahead and leave straight away and drive to Panera Bread. But first, the bathroom, obviously. I used the restroom and washed my hands. I brushed my teeth in my car. I don't know, like, that's weird to show on camera. I don't know why y'all are asking to see that. Anyways, now it's time to drink my hot bean juice to wake up and get some computer work done. So I use this as an opportunity to charge some of my electronics. And here I'm actually editing a YouTube video, so if you haven't already, be sure to go subscribe over there.
Hey people, check it out. So we're seeing a big surge in people that are influencers living in their cars, living in their vehicles, van life, not even van life. Sometimes it's a small Toyota Camry. They're living in their cars, and we're going to talk about how it's a more unseen portion of the population, and it's much, much bigger than was initially thought because everything's so expensive, the cost of living. But first of all, that last person we just heard from, let's go ahead and get you her name. Looks like Alana Roby. So maybe check her out, follow her if you wanted to see what it's like to live in the car. Now, we do have fairly accurate numbers for the homeless people, the ones that are in the shelters, and not so much the ones living on the streets that never go to shelters. But shelters do give us a pretty good idea of how many people are coming in and out, and we know it's in the millions. The car, living in the car thing, we don't know the numbers on that one. There's not really an easy way to gauge that. I mean, we can all see the people that are out and about, the people that are looking like they live in their cars. I just went shopping earlier and to a grocery store, and there was this car parked way on the edge of the parking lot, blankets up in the windows for privacy, so it looks like they were living in their car. But there's not an easy way to count the number, but I'm imagining it's in the millions. And a lot of these people are putting out videos now on social media, and there's become a much bigger interest in that because the cost of living has so many people thinking, maybe I should just check out of this rat race, not worry about paying all these bills because I'm just working my life away. I'm working 40, 50, 60 hours a week just to be stressed out about money again the following month and to pay the following month's bills and just do it all over again. Some people just don't want to be stressed out again. They want to check out of the rat race. So we're going to show you a few people here that are putting themselves out there on what their life is like living in their vehicles because the economy is so bad, the cost of living is so high. Now, when I say the economy is bad, it's not bad for everybody. Some people are making record profits, but typically it's the people that were already wealthy getting even wealthier, the top 10, 20, even 30%. But the 70% down, it's becoming worse all the time. It's becoming more difficult. Things are getting more expensive. And it used to be it was about 50% of people living paycheck to paycheck. We're talking 15, 20 years ago. The number's been creeping up. Now we're closer to and above. If you look at some studies, some surveys, recent surveys, say that it's more than 70% of people living paycheck to paycheck. People are sick of it. People are tired of it. People are checking out of the rat race. So let's hear from a few other people and just kind of see what this lifestyle may be like. All right, this is the Nomad IC Millennial. And he is another one that's choosing to live in his car. It sounds like his job brings in enough money where he could pay rent, but he chooses not to. Take a listen.
So why do I live in my car full time? Well, because rent is $1,800 per month for a one-bedroom apartment. I work full time and I can't afford that. So I live here in my car. I'm going to give you a tour. So we're going to start over here, and I'm actually going live on. So come in, say hi, ask me any questions.
He actually says he's working, but he can't afford it. Okay, so that's even worse than I thought. So some people are actually choosing, even though they could afford it, if they gave up 70% of their paycheck, they could afford to rent an apartment. He says he can't even afford it. So interesting.
Questions you might have. The bed itself is a super comfortable 3-inch memory foam mattress topper. I got my 2 pillows over here. I got my bookshelf Underneath there is where I keep all my clothing. I'm going to show you the other side in a second. I have 2 USB-C rechargeable fans that help keep me cool, especially right now in the summer heat that we're having. We're having a heat wave, a little bit of a heat wave going on. And down there is where I keep my laundry detergent, extra shoes. I have a mini little broom and dustpan. So coming around the other side, there's the controversial Yeti cooler that I'm told I'm not supposed to have because I live in my car, even though it was a gift. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think about that. Over here, this is where I keep my clothes under here. They're in backpacks and other storage bins that I keep in here. And it's just kind of like my closet. I mix Masha's stuff. But if you want to see more, come in and join the live, say hi, and let me know where you're coming in from. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Another person that's an influencer. Now, some of these people, I don't think they knew that they were going to have a following by putting this type of stuff out. But again, people are interested in it, and more people, a lot of people are looking at these people and saying, maybe I could do that. I'm tired of paying $2,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment, even a 1-bedroom apartment in some cities, even more than that in some cities. People are tired of the rat race. They're looking to check out, and thank goodness a lot of these people, I haven't seen any of them yet that have kids that are living in the car with them, because if they did, they probably wouldn't even be able to keep them. They probably would get taken away, I'm thinking. I'm sure there's different laws in different areas, but it's pretty interesting here. But let's hear from a couple more before we get on to the news. There's crazy economic news that we need to talk about here towards after the middle of this video, towards the later part of this video. Crazy economic news. Stick around for that. But let's hear from somebody else here living in their vehicle by choice. All right, this is Live Free Read. It's a screen name. Take a listen.
I got people asking me all the time, like, yo, bro, why are you living in your car? Why won't you do something to get out of that situation? And I'm like, look around. We live in a world that's ran and controlled by psychopaths that lie, cheat, and steal on a regular basis. Everybody who's trying to do the right thing is miserable. I don't want to be miserable. We got one shot at this life as far as we know.
Everybody, that's a pretty strong statement there. Everybody that's trying to do the right thing is miserable. I mean, hopefully not everybody hates their job and they don't feel stressed out and living paycheck to paycheck. But most people, I think he's right. Most people are feeling pretty miserable about their jobs.
Miserable. We got one shot at this life as far as we know, and I'd rather be happy. And to me, happiness is freedom. And if that means living in my car up in the mountains of Arizona, then so be it.
He's happier living in his car than working a job. And when you look at working a job, I mean, it used to be that if the job got you somewhere, if it got you to buy a home, if it enabled you to buy a home, and you saw progress, you're saving up money, you're buying a home, you're paying off the home, hopefully making payments on time. That type of job, even if it's not a fun job, even if it's a job you don't like, you can still kind of see the reward at the end of the day, or at the end of the whatever month, year. You can see the reward, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So you make it through a hard day of work, and now you're rewarded because you're getting somewhere. People now, a lot of people don't even like their jobs, and yet they're still not getting anywhere. They're just on the hamster wheel, paying bills till the next month, pay it all over again. Most people not really locked out, priced out of the housing market here. Let's finish up here with Live Free Read.
And I'll continue facing whatever struggles I have to face in order to get by and survive. But I'd rather be doing this than what I used to be doing, living in a city, working for someone else, paying way too much just to live in general. No, thank you.
Paying too much just to live in general, just to live. Pay so much just to live, right? And I was just out walking around the other day. You look at the birds, you look at the animals. They're not paying to live. They're free. They're really free. Some people say that everything should be free for people too, but of course you always going to have somebody that owns something, and you're always going to have to make payments no matter what you do. There's no way out of it. Even him living in his car, he's still got to, if he wants to be legal, he's going to have to pay car insurance. Otherwise, if he does go to the store in his car and he gets pulled over, he's going to probably get his car impounded, get a ticket, have to pay fines. So even living in a car, it's not free. And what else? Insurance, gas, fuel, maintenance on the car, registration, renew to pay your driver's license every couple of years. If you want to do things legally And if you don't, you're taking a big risk. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on here. I want you to hear from somebody else before we get into the news here today. This is Skylar 080700. Take a listen.
Being 24, living in my car. I woke up this morning and decided to wipe off the makeup that I decided to sleep in. I decided to open the pepper spray that I bought the night before with the dirty look on my face. Here's me washing my hands in the McDonald's bathroom. I did get
McDonald's bathroom. I would much rather wash my hands at Planet Fitness.
really overwhelmed this morning with all of the clothes in my
Or 24-hour fitness. We have 24-hour fitness out here. I think it's nationwide, isn't it? 24-hour fitness.
car, so I stopped at Walmart and I got some organization bags to get all of my clothes together because it was driving me nuts. Nothing was feasible. I couldn't move anything. I was just really sad and I really wanted to keep everything off my mind, so that's took hours. I did, however, end up going back into Walmart to get hair ties because I decided to get a Planet Fitness membership so I could finally shower.
Wait a second. She's going to a tanning bed? And she's living in her car? That's priorities, folks. She wants to have a certain look about her, so it looks like she's tanning, she's buying the makeup, the hair ties, but still living in her car. Pretty interesting.
Membership so I could finally shower and use the bathroom without having to go into sketchy bathrooms in the middle of the night. Here's a couple clips of me just in my Planet Fitness journey.
Another Planet Fitness. Look at that.
In the shower, I was so thankful the water was so hot, and I did stop at my favorite place ever and get Camp Washington chili.
She's still eating good. Washington chili. I've never heard of that.
I love cheese conies.
Wait, let me rewind this.
I am at Camp Washington chili.
Camp Washington chili. I've never heard of it.
I love cheese conies.
Cheese conies. Where does she live at? I don't think we have those out here. I've never heard of those foods.
Cincinnati chili girl. I live closer to the city, so just to keep my mind off things, I decided to go downtown and walk around for a little bit. I ended up walking a total of like 4 miles. It did not feel like it. And then we are back at Planet Fitness, getting ready for my bedtime routine.
It's a nice bathroom for Planet Fitness. She's doing all that at Planet Fitness, getting out all these creams and lotions and
washing my face, braiding my hair, putting on lotion. It was actually really peaceful. No one was there. I talked to a couple of the employees there and I explained to them my situation. They were very understanding, very sweet. They told me if I had any issues to absolutely let them know that they would take care of it. Here's another clip of me just braiding my hair. And then I did go back to my safe parking spot.
Wow, so she's spending a lot of time in the bathroom, putting on all her makeup, it looks like, lotions, doing her hair. It's good that these fitness places are doing it. And I'm not sure if other fitness places also are pretty lenient on that, but.
And I got ready for bed. So here are a couple clips of me getting ready for bed.
Getting ready for bed in her car. It looks like, as long as you don't cause a disturbance, if you're not filthy, stinky, and, bothering people, I don't think they're really going to care if you use their bathroom in a fitness center. Because people that are working out are stinky anyway, right?
I am very new to these, so if anyone is curious to why I'm homeless, I may talk about it in the future, but as of right now, I'm just filming these little vlogs to help time pass for now. So I hope you enjoy.
Wow, it's a big blanket. It's a comforter. Also, some of these people are getting help from their followers, so I think that's why they do it as well. Probably just for comfort or company. People, leaving comments and stuff on their videos. I'm sure it can get lonely. Cost of living, folks, making people do things like that. Well, let's get into some other news, some other information today that I think we all need to really keep an eye on and think about. And let's go ahead and start right here, folks. We told you the tariffs are going to start back in March. We said it's going to be a few months before tariffs are really going to start showing up in profits and also in pricing. And of course, we did see inflation accelerate over the past 3 months. Look at this recent news, though. Volkswagen suffers $1.5 billion loss from the tariffs. So investors are feeling some pain on this one. Let's see here. The sale plunged 16%. Primarily due to tariffs. That's what's being reported. And what's going on with the company's stock here, Volkswagen stock, folks? Look, you're losing money. If you bought the stock after the beginning of 2021, unless you sold at one of these peaks and bought at the dip, you're losing money, folks. This thing got as high as, let's go to one of these peaks here, $37 back in June 2021. So 4 years ago, you were sitting just under $38. Now you're sitting under $12, folks. Insane that people are holding stocks like this. Hopefully you're getting a dividend. I didn't really check the dividend on that. I don't hold the stock. I'm very choosy on the stocks that I continue to hold right now. And I think you probably all are too, the ones watching this videos right now. My crowd here, my audience, my friends here. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments. The people living in their cars, how many? There's no way to get a census or a count on all the people because it's not like you can go to a shelter and count the people. But we know if you look at the homeless people, it's in the millions. I'm thinking it's got to be also in the millions people living in their car, which is kind of in between. Not a house, you are homeless technically, but you're not sheltered on the street homeless. You still have some sort of roof over your head, even if it has 4 wheels on it. Let me know what you think, folks, down in comments. As always, big love. Keep stacking. Bye for now. Peace.